Anybody else just get pissed off when they go to the grocery store now? I feel like everything there is ridiculously overpriced. I just paid $6.99 for a bag of chips that was filled a quarter way with chips and 75% air.
Has anybody been to Walmart lately? No, but seriously, I'm walking around this store and the prices of stuff, absolutely outrageous. I mean, I'm just using this as an example, but these sandals right here, $28. You can get a very similar pair to this at Dollar General for like 10 bucks or less. Or like another example, these pajamas, super freaking cute. I mean, how much would you say pajamas? They're shorts, top, whatever. $22.
I just want to say that these grocery prices are so ridiculous, and it's really starting to piss me off because it feels like all of our extra income is going straight to groceries. I mean, we were spending before like $150 a week on a family of 4 for groceries. Now we're pushing $400 plus a week for groceries. The cost of meat is absolutely insane. We used to be able to get a pack of ground beef for like $6 or something like that. Now I went to Walmart today. It was $17 for a pack of ground beef to make some tacos. Like, what?
Hey YouTube, it feels like every week there's another post blowing up because someone spent way more on groceries than they expected to, even though their cart looks half empty. So for today's video, we're looking at why so many people are shocked by food prices right now, while checking out some clips that capture what people are actually noticing. The bigger story here is that rising grocery costs are changing everyday habits, spending decisions, and the way people think about money in general.
I went to Target yesterday to go in and out and grab a few things. That's always what I do. There were a lot of people in there, okay? A lot of them, a majority of them, did not have shopping carts. And if they did have a cart, it was because they had kids and they had to put the kids in the cart. Nobody was loading their cart up. No one was going up and down aisles to shop. Everyone was in for their things and out. That's not That's not the Target way. Everyone is in, browse, buy crap they don't need, and leave. Not when I went yesterday. It was weird.
This dude posted something on TikTok that I wish I would have tagged him in, but my app froze before I could do it. And he was talking about how a major recession indicator right now is that big box stores are putting less products on the shelves. And he's right. Like, I noticed it, but I didn't think about it. And he pointed it out, and he was like, they're ordering less stock because they know people are not going to be able to afford it soon. And that's a terrifying prospect. And if you don't know, big companies, these Walmarts, the Targets, Kroger's, all that stuff, they have experts too. They have experts studying the market because they have to decide when they're going to buy goods to put on the shelves, because that costs them money too. And if you buy goods that don't sell, you're wasting money, and eventually you have to put stuff on clearance just to get rid of it. That's why clearance even exists. They're just trying to get rid of the stock to make space because it's costing them money to continue to have that stock. So businesses are now preemptively, even before this energy crisis truly pops off, because it's been 4 months, we haven't hit it yet with the strait being closed. We're about to hit it. And even before that energy crisis actually popped off, there are less products on the shelves, especially like non-perishable goods. Which means those big companies know a recession is coming. They know people are not going to be able to afford those products soon. And that's a major concern. So I know people are worried about gas prices and everything, but we need to start being worried about basic supply chains, basic ability to order or buy what people need, basic goods, because the companies know something is coming that the government is not telling the citizens. And of course, the news is not telling anything because they're also trying to be on the good side of the government so that they don't get shut down, because apparently we just slipped into dictatorship. So the whole thing is that, yes, be worried about your gas prices, but also just be cognizant of the prices on the shelf and the amount of goods that are available. And it does not mean go panic buy. They are simply showing you that they know people are not going to be able to afford this stuff soon, so we're just going to order less of it. And that's a worry for me. That's a bad sign that we have yet to address that. And currently the administration in place, our fearless leader, has yet to put any economic plan in place to fix the problem. At least Joe Biden put in the Anti-Inflation Act. Like, he was trying something, anything. We got nothing right now. So good luck out there. I hope y'all are doing okay. And for those people that are unemployed, I hope there's some type of bright light upon the horizon, that you find everything you need and you're well taken care of. Y'all have a good day.
A lot of people can remember when grocery shopping felt pretty predictable because you had a rough idea of what your total would be before you got to the register. Now it feels like every trip comes with a level of sticker shock. People walk in planning to spend one amount and somehow leave spending way more than they expected. Even items that used to feel cheap and basic suddenly seem expensive. You start noticing smaller packages, fewer sales, and the prices that never seem to go back down after they increase. That changes how people shop because they're paying closer attention to every single item they put in their cart. Families are comparing prices between stores, buying generic brands, and skipping things they used to grab without thinking twice. As a teenager, you might notice this stuff too because your parents talk more about grocery budgets or make extra stops to find better deals. Maybe certain snacks disappear from the house, or dinners become simpler because it's easier to stay within a budget. People aren't being dramatic when they say shopping feels different now because it genuinely does. When everyday necessities become harder to predict, something as normal as buying groceries starts seeming stressful.
Really felt like grocery prices were getting out of hand about a year ago when to buy the ingredients to make spaghetti went from being $20 to $25 to being $40 to $50. I will never forget that day. I'm standing in Walmart purchasing Rayo's, which is expensive. I do understand that. But I bought the Rayo's pasta sauce, noodles, some Parmesan, the shaker kind, because I like that. I don't care if it's chemicals, whatever, and a pound of ground beef. And I think it was like $45. And I thought, I used to be able to do this for $20. All the same, everything. I used to be able to get this for $20. Last night, I went to Kroger. I needed to get a few things. Typically, most of my shopping is done at Costco and Aldi, but I will occasionally go to Walmart or Kroger if I don't feel like making multiple stops. I bought no protein. I didn't buy any chicken, no beef, no pork, no seafood, nothing. Okay. I bought 2 heads of broccoli. They were 2 for $5. I bought 3 packs of sparkling water because if you got 3, you could get them for $12, which is way cheaper than you can get them typically. I bought a head of cabbage, some milk, some yogurt, and I'm probably forgetting a few things. But again, no meat, no animal protein to speak of. It was $83. $83. I can't imagine being a single person and thinking it's worth it to go to the grocery store. I saw a guy last night talking about how it's cheaper for him to go out to eat at this point. And I agree. If you're a single person, how do you justify these outrageous grocery prices? But then at the same time, going out to eat, also expensive, and the food's not even that good. So what do? I was astounded. I didn't even get like chips or crackers or anything like that. It was all fresh produce, a few dairy products, and sparkling water. And it was 83 American dollars. I don't know how this is sustainable. I just saw a video about how living within your means is really not possible anymore. And it's like everybody I know is making more money now than they ever have in their lives. And they are worse off than they were in their 20s.
Not me having my first panic attack in 2 years after completely regulating my nervous system because of the fucking price of food! I'm sorry. It's Friday. I'm sitting here trying to figure out how the fuck to make my son and myself lunch. He goes to school. I work in school. I don't have money to go get myself takeout, even though I could. So I have to scrounge up something together. He's going on a field trip, and even if he wasn't, he has food allergies, so he can't have school lunches 9 times out of 10. And I literally am not able to find enough in my house to fill both our lunch bags. That's never happened. I am a working mother. I also receive food stamps. I have 3 fucking jobs and a partner with an income. So essentially we have 4 incomes and food stamps, and it's still not enough. When are people going to understand how fucked we are?
When grocery prices stay high for a long time, people don't just change what they buy because they start changing how they think about money altogether. A more expensive grocery bill usually means cutting back somewhere else. Maybe that's fewer restaurant visits, delaying bigger purchases, or saying no to things that used to feel affordable. Even people with stable jobs can feel uncertain because necessities take up a larger part of their paycheck. That uncertainty adds up over time. People start questioning whether prices will ever return to normal, or if this is simply the new baseline. When enough people feel that way, they naturally become more cautious with their spending. That's why so many shoppers focus on discounts, compare prices across multiple stores, and avoid impulse purchases. For younger people, this creates a completely different relationship with money than previous generations experienced. A lot of teens are learning about budgeting, inflation, and saving way earlier than they ever expected to. Instead of thinking about luxury purchases, many people are focused on making everyday expenses feel manageable again. The goal isn't to buy more stuff, it's having confidence that basic necessities won't completely throw off your budget. People want consistency. They want to walk into a grocery store without wondering how much higher the total will be this time. That feeling of stability matters more than ever because when essentials feel unpredictable, it becomes harder to feel confident about everything else.